Hey, what's up? I'm curtisplays. Today I tried playing Tandem, A Tale of Shadows. Basically, I play games and review them, and then I also play some for a long time. So let's get right into it. Basically, a little girl is obsessed with this guy who disappeared, and so she's investigating his death. She's a 10-year-old, so I'm not sure where her parents are. She sees a teddy bear that falls out of some carriage, and she stalks it down and follows it to a manor. She literally just chases this thing all the way to some random mansion and decides, okay, it's my job now to figure out how to get in here. And that's basically where the game starts. It's a puzzle game where you're presented with two different viewpoints, one from top down and one from side scroller. And it's really cool and interesting to play with these two perspectives. Now, the game gives you light as a tool, and light allows you to bend shadows pretty much any way you want, and then those shadows allow your teddy bear Fenton to walk on those shadows and collect crystals. Crystal. Yep, you just collect crystal over and over and over through these puzzles, which is fine. The puzzles are pretty interesting and hard to figure out, and they're fun to play. Now, as you get through more and more of these puzzles, you start playing with two sets of light sources instead of just one. And with those two sets of light sources, you run into the problem where if the shadow isn't dark enough, Fenton can't actually run on it. So you have to use the two different light sources like this to manipulate the world so that Fenton can actually jump on these shadow platforms, and that'll allow you to get further into the game, which allow you to get to all kinds of different places in the game, and all the while you get to enjoy this awesome soundtrack of kind of spooky noises, but also the boing 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 of Fenton jumping. You get introduced to these spiders eventually, which are another part of these puzzles, and you end up learning how miserable it is to interact with them, because every time you try to get past them, you get spotted and wrapped up in order to be processed for food. Now, I did this puzzle probably like 20 times of tries, and I got massacred over and over and over because the learning curve for this game is basically, these puzzles are not straightforward. These puzzles are the roundabout way that you need to figure out how to get through it. Every time you die, you torture Fenton, and he bends over in agony as he realizes that he's going to be left alone in this mansion to die. As you can see, I had an absolutely wonderful time playing, and I even learned that I could die in a different way than just the spider killing me by those weird spiky things over there. Now, eventually, I did realize, oh, I can take a different approach to this, and I made it through. I'm not going to spoil that for you, but here's another example of how bending light sources can give you a different way to experience the game. Now, what's cool is you can ring these little bells, and they attract the spiders to them, or whistles, I mean, and that allows you to you know, move around in a different way. Fenton can get stuck in the shadows, so if your light isn't on him, you actually you like movement lock him, so it creates this necessity to be near Fenton even if you can't be right on top of him. And then you're introduced to these boss levels, sort of, where stuff like this happens. I thought it was a kid's game. I thought I was playing a puzzle game for kids. It turns out it'll give you nightmares that will haunt your inner child forever. Jack in the Box is much scarier. And you also get introduced to new ways to die, which is fun. New ways to die over and over and over, that is. But the resets and the checkpoints in this game are all super close together. So, like, you'll reset to the point you were right before you died pretty much every time. And then you get introduced to new mechanics, like this here is a water mechanic, where you can open valves and the water runs through pipes and creates a shadow because the water is in the pipe now, which is really cool. Again, you're just trying to collect crystal meth. I rate this maybe I don't know, let's say 4 tacos out of 5 tacos for someone who likes puzzle games. For me, I'd say it was a 2.5. I would like to do more survival stuff, but that's the type of games I like. Anyway, if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. Bye!